Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Did you realize last week we literally saw each other like Monday, Tuesday, almost Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I saw you more than I saw Fire.
Yeah, literally.
Last week. Isn't that so
I
funny?
see you all the time. Not about it. Not about it. I was like, this is my family.
That's my family.
Yeah, but we didn't see each other on Wednesday when you went to James Kennedy.
Oh, guys.
Guys, I got so effing sick with a stomach bug. And I haven't gotten sick like that, like since I had food poisoning in Mexico.
Yeah.
Where it's just like uncontrollable, like your body just like, I was just throwing up. I was at work and I wasn't feeling well. That whole day I was just like a little bit nauseous. I thought it was nerves because I had an allergy appointment. So I was kind of nervy for that. Did the appointment, went back to work. There's this bug going around my school. And like I actually had to leave work early because I was just like, something's going to happen. I'm going to throw up over my classroom or like I need to go home.
And it was so sudden. All of a sudden you were like, I don't feel well.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh.
Like I remember texting being like, my tummy kind of hurts, took a Gravol. And then, yeah, I literally got home and just like was so ill for like 2 hours, like in and out of the bathroom. And then I slept from like 6:30 p.m. till like 8 a.m. the next day. And then I was fine.
Yeah.
But it was just like that quick, like it was not even 24 hours, I guess. It was, well, I guess it kind of started in the morning.
18, 20 hours.
But like, oh my gosh. So unfortunately, I missed James Kennedy.
I know. I was like so sad because you're the one who even was
I
the one who
started
found the tickets, and you're the one who was like, we need to go to James Kennedy. So then the fact that we were like going without you was, me and Hannah were like, no, we were so sad. But
so sad.
it was really fun, and like he was actually surprisingly good. I will say I was like not expecting very good DJ skills because I was like,
yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I was like more just going to see him. I didn't really care too much, but like
see like the character that is James Kennedy.
Exactly. And oh my God, he put on a performance. Like he was jumping up and down, had his shirt off. He was like really interacting with the crowd a lot. He was playing a lot of like throwbacks and a lot of like, I don't know, just like a lot of mashups and like music that you would want to listen to. And the venue was cool. It was at the Bronson Center. I've never been there, never saw like a show there. And it was actually a really good venue. Like I would go back there just to see another show.
I've never been, but I've heard of a few bands that have been there. And I'm like, oh, like I would maybe go see them and then just like never go.
Yeah.
So.
And there's like it's like you walk in, huge stage, and there's like an upstairs as well, like a little balcony area.
Like a mezzanine kind of vibe?
Yeah, kind of. And then there was like 3 bars, like 2 on each side and then 1 in the back. And no, it was like a really good, the crowd was, I would say, you know how when we went to Giggly Squad, we were like, we're going to vibe with these are our people. And we got there and quickly realized like, these are not our people.
That's so funny.
These were our people. Like we were there. These were our people at James Kennedy. Like everyone was so nice. Like we were, first of all, it was like, I would say 80% female.
Yes.
There were still some like men, but it was like boyfriends and
probably like some gay guys that love
exactly.
James.
And so we were waiting in line to go to the bathroom, and like everyone was just chatting, and everyone loves Bravo, so people were just like gossiping about Bravo and like all the different shows, and it's just like I was like, these are our people.
Yeah,
and they were all very fun, and I don't know, it was just more our vibe versus when we went to Giggly Squad. I was like looking around the crowd. I was like, this is kind of weird. Yeah. But no, everyone was super, super nice. And it was so funny because there was a girl that was holding up a sign that said, #1 guy in the group is in utero because she was pregnant.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So she was pregnant and she was like #1 guy. And she had like a picture of like her ultrasound and it was really cute. And she was the only one with a sign. Okay. We were standing on the left side of the stage, and I kid you not, we were trying so hard to get James's like attention to see her sign because we're like, she's the only one with the sign. She's pregnant. We want to make sure that like he sees her sign. he was just not even looking in that direction for some reason. So what we started doing was we took our flashlights, like a bunch of people that didn't know her, and we're like, we are gonna get you seen, girl, like don't even worry. So we all had our flashlights out, like pointing to her sign.
Oh my gosh.
And she was like so nice. She was like, guys, you don't need to. And we're like, come on, we're gonna get you to the front. So because she was pregnant too, I was like, guys, like move aside.
And she's pretty far along and she knows the sex is a boy.
Exactly. So we got her the front. We like got his attention. He came, he grabbed her sign, he signed it.
Oh my
He wrote like congratulations. It was such a cute, like wholesome moment. And we're all like, yeah. We didn't even care about us like seeing him. We were just like, this girl needs to get her sign. Like
that is epic.
Yeah. And she was like, I'm gonna frame it and put it in the nursery. I was like, oh my God. Like just like bravo, like
that's
hardcore.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Gonna name her baby James.
Yeah, literally naming my firstborn after him.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun.
Yeah, so that was funny. And then it was so funny too because Hannah at the beginning was like, I'm gonna get a picture with James. Like she had that like
determined. When Hannah's determined, you can't stop her.
She like made friends with every single bouncer at the place, like knew all their first names. Like she was like, this is Dan and he's gonna introduce us to this guy. And by the end we were like leaving and I'm like, okay, the show's about to end. We need to call our Ubers and get the frig out of here because I have to work tomorrow and I just don't want to like wait. So me and Maddie, who ended up coming, Maddie,
bought my ticket. Thank you so much.
Bought your ticket. So me and her are like, hey, we're gonna go get the cab or get the Uber. And then Hannah's like, hey guys, I'll be back. Like I'm still really determined to get this picture. So she goes, she's like, guys, come with me. We're like, we're kind of over it at this point. Like I was like, we're going home. Go. So she goes, she runs. We're waiting for the Uber. All of a sudden she comes out and this girl literally ran to the front. Oh my God. Literally got his attention. He came, he went to go take a picture with her. She kissed him on the cheek and he like made a weird face like, ugh. And she's like, I don't have
Allie's gonna be so mad.
Yeah. She's like, I don't have like AIDS or like cooties or something. I don't know what she said, but then he was like, and like took a picture with her. But anyway, she came out and she's like, guys, and we were dying laughing because it was just so funny because we're like, of course you would get a picture.
That's
like we were
hilarious.
Yeah, so
that's epic.
Yeah.
Also, you guys had pumptinis at the pre-drink, right?
Yes.
What do those taste like?
They're pretty good. It just tasted like a raspberry like cocktail.
Okay,
we should make them.
I was gonna say, should we make them again?
Yeah, and it wasn't hard. It was just like muddled raspberries, simple syrup, lime, and vodka. Like it was very simple.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know. We really missed you. We kept being like,
I feel like when you watch this week's episode of VPR, it's gonna like hit different now. Or like every time you see him, like, and I feel like when you meet a celebrity and then you see them like on their TV show or like in a music video, you're kind of like, wow, like I freaking met them. Like, 100%. That's so cool. Like after meeting Mauricio and then watching Buying Beverly Hills, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a selfie with that guy. Like, dude, so cool.
It's so cool. And like girls were going crazy over this guy. Like they were taking off their bras. Bruh. He didn't sign the bras. He didn't even like look at them. But the girls were going nuts. Like people were just throwing their shirts by the end, just trying to get him to sign it.
Was he drinking or is he sober?
He wasn't drinking. I will say he was like, maybe because he was just drinking a lot of energy drinks, but he was so hyper.
Yeah.
He kept jumping off of the stage, running around like he was working up a sweat. Like, that's so much energy.
Do you think Allie was there?
I don't think so because then he went home or like to his hotel and took like a video and he was just like going to the next spot. I think she's probably just like staying at home with the dog.
She's reading someone's astrology.
Yeah, literally.
It was actually funny too because he finally, I was waiting for him to post stories. I'm like, this guy's not posting any stories about Ottawa. Like it sounded like it was so hype. Post a grid post.
I saw.
And he was like, thank you, Ottawa, blah, blah. And I go to read the comments. And I guess at the beginning he misspelled Ottawa and wrote like Ottawa. And everyone in the comments was like roasting him like at like Ottawa hashtags. Like, come on, bro. Like you couldn't like look up the city first. I'm like, that's such a James fucking move to like misspell the city.
Oh my God. He was like Ottawa and Gatineau or Gatineau or something. He said that and I was like, bro, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah. We definitely miss you. I hope he comes back. I think honestly, he was so like blown away by the crowd because we were all so hyped up that I feel like he'll come back.
Oh my gosh, I would love to. I would go again. Would you go again?
Yes.
Well, not again. I would go for the first time. Craig. Then we had a little break after that, and then we like popped right into a little girls' weekend.
Yes,
which was so fun. We went back to Tremblant. We like started April off in Tremblant and then ended it there. We went up to two of our friends. They have this beautiful cottage that they literally like custom built. They're turning it into like a rental space. So if you like the cottage we posted this weekend, It's going to be available on Airbnb soon, so check that out.
It was so cozy. It's literally like the cottage of my dreams, and you're surrounded by like forest and so much natural light. Like there's so many windows everywhere, so you really feel like immersed.
You're like literally in the forest.
Yes.
It's sick, but very like modern, very chic. And yeah, we like all rolled up. We got there. We had some shepherd's pie. We decided to hit the bar. We're like, we got to go back to Caribou. But I was actually surprised it wasn't that busy.
I know. It's like funny because going to Caribou on like a weekend that's not Caribou Cup.
Yeah.
It's just funny because we just went to Caribou and then we're going back and we're like, wait, this is the same place? Like it looks different to me.
It did feel different. It looked different. It was all right, but the music was getting kind of like Akon vibes. Like it was just like, I don't know.
Do you remember we walked up to the DJ at one point and I like had a picture of a song and I was like, can you play this? And he like looked at my phone and he was like, no.
Didn't you put a picture of like a Ferrari and you're just like, play Ferrari? Like,
yeah, like I was just showing a bunch of different songs on Spotify. I'm like, do you have this one? Do you have this one? And he's like, no.
He's like, let me do my job,
he's like,
please.
I only have Akon and Sean Paul. Like, okay.
So you're like, hey, wait, this is kind of on a vibe. So we did something like I've never done before, was go to a different bar. And it used to be called like Café des Pucs, I believe, but now it's called Central.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. But we went there, lied, said it was my bachelorette, got in for free. And then that place, it was a little young, but the music was sick.
Way better.
Way better. We like posted up on the side of the bar. We're just like people watching. We're all like, everyone here is literally like 20 years old. Like,
I know.
What are we doing here?
Kept walking up to people and like, it's her bachelorette, trying to get free drinks. Like, it's her bachelorette.
I don't think I got one free drink.
No.
They're like, I'm using my debit card.
Yeah.
I cannot afford to
They're
buy.
like, oh, do you guys want to go dance up there at like the bar? And we're like, no, we want free drinks.
Absolutely not. I want to stay in this corner. But anyway, we had like a good night out, got back the next day, woke up. Steph made us like the most insane brunch of my dreams.
It was literally out of a Pinterest board.
Like she made crepes from scratch. I don't even, if someone had a gun to my head and was like, make crepes from scratch, I would be dead. I don't know how to do that.
Okay. Really funny story. When I was a kid, my parents put me in like, you know how you have summer camp as kids?
Did you go to crepe camp?
I went to like a French like cooking class camp.
Oh my God. That's so you.
And the first thing we learned how to make was crepes. So I know how to make crepes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So fun. So random.
What is this story? I'm sorry. You were an actress and now you went to crepe camp. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What else you got up your sleeve?
Random fucking things ever. But anyway, yeah, we learned how to make crepes, but
oh my gosh.
I don't just like make crepes often.
Yeah.
Because they take a long time.
They do take a long time.
You have
it's
to
a
make
labor
sure
of
that,
love.
Yeah, it's a labor of love for sure.
It
But
was
oh my
worth
God.
it. All these
Stunning.
different spreads, French toast, which is my favorite, like breakfast food, bacon,
tater tots,
like fresh fruit. It was insane. Like there was this huge board, and it's so funny because it's like some things take so long, like that took like over an hour and a half to like perfect, and then you just like eat it, and then it's like, oh, it's gone.
It's done in like
and then
it's done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then you feel kind of sad. You're just like, damn. It's already gone.
I know.
But that was an insane brunch. We were eating really good that weekend.
Yes.
We just like stayed in. We played games. We learned new games. Baboul.
Oh my God.
Don't even know how to explain what that game is.
No,
but
look it up.
It's the best game in the world.
It's like it's a mix of charades and like heads up and like a lot of different games all in one.
Guys, can we just talk about heads up for a second? Because Ellen DeGeneres did our team so dirty. So we were on two teams.
Oh my God, tell this story.
We're on two teams. It's me, Romina, and Vic, and then Steph, Ash, and Shauna. And if you've never played heads up, it's like you have a word on your phone, you put it on your head, and your team has to act it out, and you have to guess what it is. We were doing
describe it, or like there's different ones.
There's different versions, but we were doing act it out because we are charades people. Anyway, so like the other team, they're getting stuff like skiing, volleyball, opening a door, like all these like really pretty easy things to act out. Then I'm acting out, right? Yeah. So you guys, you're trying to guess.
Yeah.
I'm acting it out with Vic. Vic wasn't really acting out these ones because they were like kind of hard. No, wait, it was 2-on-2. This was a 2-on-2 thing.
It was 2-on-2.
We were just teammates.
Me and you.
We were just teammates.
Yeah.
Anyway, what is on Romina's head? Diffusing a bomb, writing a check.
Yeah.
Like all of these things that were just so like
like going down the chimney, Santa going down the chimney on a Monday. That's like our joke now because the things we were getting were so specific, and then they were getting things like picking apples, and
Yeah.
we were diffusing a bomb on a Friday. And we're like,
I'm sorry, like, how do you act these things out? Like, or it was like fixing a motor on a car.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What do you mean? I don't even know where the motor is on the car. Like, it was in the back and the front. Like, I don't know.
These guys are like getting like eating. Like,
Literally. Like eating soup. Anyway, so that was just kind of this ongoing joke because I'm like, Ellen DeGeneres, like, why is she giving us like all the hardest ones? So then we were playing this other game. We like kind of put that kind of a spin. Well, sorry, not us. I did.
Yeah.
It really opened up my like creative outlet for the other game that we played.
So
but
funny.
I mean, I just love a good like games weekend. It
I
makes
love
my
it.
heart so full.
And okay, we have to tell the Earl story. So
my
guys,
gosh.
so we're
It was
playing beer
hilarious.
pong at one point, and like I said, like this cottage is full of like natural light and windows, so you really can see what's going on outside at every point.
Every angle.
And so we're playing beer pong. And then I look to my shoulder and I'm like, oh my God, look at this like really cute squirrel. It was like a really fluffy, really cute squirrel. It's like kind of like going into the garbage that we had on the front, on like the back porch. And we're like, I'm like, oh, like the squirrel, like it's getting
like plastic.
He's trying to get like plastic. Like let's throw it something to eat. And we had like these pretzels because you had made Reagan's dill dip.
I did.
So we're like, hey, let's throw this pretzel, guys. We throw this pretzel at this squirrel, and it's like going to town on the garbage. It like looks that we threw this thing. It walks over to the pretzel. It smells the pretzel, and it was like, Nah. I'd rather eat garbage. It walked back to the garbage.
Went back to the trash bag. It had a full-on buffet. The pretzel remained untouched, and I'm literally just like, bro, even this squirrel is anti-pretzel club and doesn't want this dusty ass pretzel.
Never ate it. And like the next morning, came back, still smelt the thing, was like, nope.
He's like, is there any more garbage here? Oh no, just the pretzel. Someone trashed that immediately.
So funny.
So
Called him
funny.
Earl the squirrel.
Such a cute name.
So cute.
Maybe if we tossed him some of the dill dip, he would have liked the pretzel.
We should have tried that.
Or if we gave him one of the like yogurt covered pretzels, but
Oh,
we couldn't
yeah.
give him that. But yeah, that was too hilarious.
Steph was like, please don't feed the animals outside. They're going to keep coming back.
I really hope you don't have a family of squirrels, Steph. If you do, we're so sorry.
So sorry.
Just surround your cottage with pretzels and they like
my
will not come
God.
back. We went for a little walk as well. That was nice. It was actually kind of warm out.
Yes.
You're like sweating, going for a little post night out walk. I feel like whenever I'm a little hungover and then you just go out in nature, it just
I need a walk.
Gets you right.
I feel like even if I didn't have a dog, which I'm like so happy I have a dog, but if I didn't, I feel like I would still go on walks daily.
I think we say that, but I don't think we would because we didn't have dogs up until like 3 years. I wasn't really going on walks with Matt until COVID.
Okay.
I would just be like, let's go
if
for
I
a
did.
walk.
I feel like we did.
Like rarely.
Yeah.
Not daily.
Definitely not daily. Not
like,
as much
I can't
as
believe we go on walks every single day.
we have to. Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, that weekend was sick, and I just felt like by like the end of the weekend, we were just speaking in like inside jokes and like,
I know,
not speaking real words. Like I left that weekend with so many like inside jokes in my belly, just like hurting from laughing so much. Like I feel like I got like a full 6-pack after that weekend.
100%. I was trying to explain some of these inside jokes.
I know,
to
they're not as funny.
And I'm like,
you had to be there.
You had to have been there. Like you had to have been there.
But like in the moment, man, like when I tell you, like there were times I was on the floor rolling, laughing. Like now I know where raffle comes from, rolling on the floor laughing. It's from Girls Weekends. That's who coined that term.
Yes.
Because we were just on the floor. Remember the Polaroid? We were using Polaroids. Steph's Polaroid kept like taking the spookiest pictures of us. Her film was all fucked. So like our faces were all distorted.
It looked like a scary movie. Like we would take a photo and like just the face would be gone. And we're like, this is scary.
It was scary.
What's happening here?
But it provided hours of entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a good dinner and then we went to bed.
Oh my God, your dinner. Romina skewered meat this weekend, guys. She literally skewered meat, like marinated it for like 49 days before this girl's weekend. She had like potatoes and turkey bacon and all this stuff. It was so decadent.
I'm
like
so happy I liked it.
Did Steph go to your cooking camp? Because I feel like you two like
Yeah, we were like,
you guys went to cooking camp.
yeah, we ate really good that weekend.
We ate
actually,
really good.
yeah. And I was like, we kept being like, the boys could never.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I was funny because I was like to Ash, I'm like, the boys could never. And then I looked at her, I was like, but wait, I feel like Mike could. She's like, yeah, Mike could. Mike loves this shit.
Mike
and I was
loves
like,
it.
Yeah,
He could.
rare breed.
Yeah,
you hold on to that.
Yeah. It's so true.
Oh
my God. And then we went to a bridal shower. We had an action-packed weekend.
Busy ass weekend.
We went straight from the cottage to a bridal shower, our friend Haley's bridal shower. And that was really wholesome and really fun.
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
And it like ended the kind of like wrapped up the weekend really nicely.
Her theme was petals and Prosecco. And there were petals everywhere and Prosecco flowing. So it really lived up to its theme. It was like pinks and oranges.
Yeah.
Got to meet like some of our family and got to watch her open gifts, play the fun game, which I almost won.
Dude, Tash is good at every game, regardless of what it is. It doesn't matter. Like, it was like a quiz about Haley, and I feel like her family should know these things. And like, you were like guessing, but you were guessing to a point where you were like getting them all right. Or
dude, I worked with her for like a full summer, so
Yeah.
I feel like you get to know people when you see them often, and just like, I don't know, like I saw like every day she would like call her brother. So it's like, who does Haley call the most? I'm like, oh, it's definitely Adam. She calls her brother like every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I almost won, but it was a 3-way tie, and then I lost in like the final like round robin. But I love those kinds of games. Matt's like, how do you remember things about people? I'm like, how do you not?
It's a teacher in you.
Maybe little details. And I also think being a server, you kind of like try to just remember like names or just like tiny details to like, if someone were to come back like, oh, like, do you want the chicken parm again? Like, I remember you got that last time. Just like,
which is so, it's such a nice like thing to have, a quality to have, because then people like respect you and they're like, oh, she remembers me.
But it's like, oh, where'd I put my wallet? I'm like, I don't freaking know. Where's my phone? It's not on my hand. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So true. Oh my God. Okay. I have another like a couple last stories before we wrap up life updates. One, so I've been looking for a family doctor. Like, I feel like we talked about this. No. So listen. No. Don't get your hopes up. So I've been looking for a family doctor. And I know a lot of people in Ottawa are also struggling to find a family doctor. There's like a huge shortage. Yeah. Anyway, so one of our friends messaged me and was like, hey, I saw this post on Facebook about the Byward Health Clinic is like accepting 1,000 new patients. And this post was just posted like literally an hour ago. So I'm like, oh my freaking God, like, grab my phone. I start calling them. There's a link that it goes to like a site where you can register, but the link was like broken. So I'm on the hold for like 30 minutes. Finally, someone answers. And I'm like, hi, like family friend told me about this thing, 1,000 patients. Yeah. She literally goes, we posted that. And in 30 minutes, the whole website crashed and the whole 1,000 spots are now full. It took 30 minutes for 1,000 spots to get filled. She's like, we did not expect this many like patients. And so we had to shut down the whole site and like, yeah, sorry, like it's already full.
That just shows like how much of a crisis this is.
I was like, what the heck? Like in an hour, like 1,000 people were able to get a spot. Like what? I was like, this is insane.
Oh my gosh. It sounds like tickets to like the Taylor Swift concert.
Literally. I was like, so anyway, I wasn't able to get on. I was like, damn it. This
so
was like
annoying.
False hope. But anyway, yeah, if you're looking for a family doctor, I'm with you.
Thank God at least you have Reza that like if you ever needed like advice, like you can go to him. But like what if you didn't have that?
I
like,
know, which
there are obviously so many people that don't have a doctor in the family or don't like in their friend circle,
and there's some things that he just can't do like, over the phone. Like he's like, you might need a blood panel for that, or you need to get this or that. Like you can't do it over the phone. So
are you on like the Healthcare Connect?
Yes,
whatever you are. How long have you been on that?
Since my family doctor retired, which was like earlier this year.
Yeah. It took me 3 years to get a doctor from that. Crazy. I remember, you know what you could do? Because I was thinking of doing this. I would cold call and some people were like, oh, are you trying to get pregnant? And I was like, no. Oh, but if they're like, oh, well, if you were, like, we could take you. So you could call and be like, yeah, I'm going to get pregnant soon. So
yeah, that's a good idea. Because honestly, I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, what if I was trying to get pregnant? I need to have a doctor. Like, what is going on?
I mean, you're 30. You could very well be trying to get pregnant because that's a normal adult thing to do at this age, even though it seems so not normal.
We're children. What do you mean?
I'm like, I cannot have a baby. What do you mean? I have a podcast.
I have a podcast. This is my baby.
I have a dog. Who's going to watch my baby while I podcast?
Like literally we bring our babies.
I know. I feel like we're gonna have to transition the pod one day when we have, because I don't want to stop.
No,
I feel like there'll be so many more things to talk about.
It'll be probably less frequent. We'll just have to do it.
And I'll be like, it's Sunday instead of it's Saturday because
grab your baby. Oh my God, so funny. And then lastly, me and Farza both applied for a Nexus card.
That is so cool
because they're raising the price this year. So just
should I do it? Yes. I don't, even though I don't travel a lot.
It takes literally 10 minutes.
When is your interview?
it takes like at least a year for them to even review it and get back to you. So like,
So is this the last you have all the year to apply this year, or is it soon it stops?
I have no idea.
Maybe
But
I'll
I just
do it.
It's $50
Maybe I
now.
just need to manifest that my future will have a lot of traveling.
And like, honestly, it's not even just in Canada, like you can skip the line even if you're going within Canada.
Okay.
So it's worth it.
I
to
mean,
just
true.
do.
Like if I was going to Vegas, or if
Yeah.
I'm going to Italy, like
Yeah.
even if it's just once a year, you skip the line.
Exactly.
Yeah, I should just do it.
Because you pay for like $50 and it lasts for like 5 years. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Okay, you
do it.
convinced me.
Yeah, do it. It doesn't take long. And guys, like, honestly, like they're raising the price soon from like 50 to 150. So you might as well just do it now.
Oh my God, robbery.
Okay, let's jump into it, because now that I'm like watching the Real Housewives and I'm watching The Valley and I'm watching Summer House and
You're
I'm watching
deep in the Bravo land.
I'm deep in the Bravoverse. I'm sorry, but how does Andy Cohen do it? Like there are so many different shows. Like these are just the shows
Yes.
I'm watching.
Oh my
but there's like
gosh.
500 other shows I'm not even into. So how does he keep up with everything? And he needs to know so many people's names. What happened? What the drama is.
Yeah.
Like
He eats, sleeps, breathes it all. Also, it's so like, I want to know more about Andy Cohen. Like, where did he come from? All I know about him is that he hosts all the Bravo, like reunions, and then like watch what happens live. But like, did he create Bravo? Like,
why
is he-
him? Where did he come from?
Where did he come from? I wanted like to know a bit more about
They
him.
need to make a documentary about him.
Yeah, and you know he's like 2 adopted kids too, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a baby. Well, sorry, she's not a baby anymore. Lucy's probably like 2 now, and then he adopted like a boy. Cause he like, I always wondered. I was like, is he gay? Is he not gay? Cause he's never like been with like shown having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But he's also never shown having a boyfriend. So I don't know if he's ever like confirmed whether or not he's gay.
Okay.
But
I feel like he is.
I think he is.
I feel like he is.
Yeah.
100%. Wait, I have a question though. So was Real Housewives of Beverly Hills the first Bravo show?
Oh,
What
Bravo
was the first
show?
Bravo show?
I'll Google it.
Yeah,
I think it might have been. I know it's definitely the first
Real Housewives.
Real Housewife. What was the first Bravo?
Because I'm just
show?
wondering, like, so he's been hosting that since the beginning.
Oh,
What was it?
the NBC bought Bravo in 2003 and turned into reality, starting with Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Oh.
Then along came many Real Housewives, Top Chef, Project Runway, etc., etc.
Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. So it started with Queer Eye for Straight
Andy Cohen is one of the founders, though.
Got you.
So that's where he came from. And then it kind of makes sense if it's Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yep.
Okay. And it's been around since 2002.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
So that's a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time. But oh my God, I was like literally thinking that the other day because yeah, I was watching like he even like Southern Hospitality, Southern Charm. Like there's so many different shows and he knows all the drama. When does he have time to watch all these? He probably just gets recaps.
I don't know. That's a really good point. He might just get this Cliff Notes.
Because there's no way. How does he watch all these shows?
But
They're
like he
each,
knows
an
all
hour.
of his shit. Like he never doesn't seem like he doesn't know his shit in the reunions. Also, you said Southern Charm. It made me think I saw today that Olivia Flowers is not coming back to the next season.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because she's not dating. What's his
Austin?
name anymore?
Austin?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But she's
She
also
was
dating.
I kind of felt bad for this season.
Well, yeah, and her brother passed away. And
Yeah. So
There's
maybe
so many people's brothers passed away
her
on that
and
show.
the other girl, and
Yeah.
then
Austin-
Austin's sister a long time ago. Yeah, it was a lot.
A lot. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm still catching up.
Okay.
Well, like I'm caught up, but then I went back to
Back.
like catch up even more, and I'm still on like when Craig is dating, not Naomi, but the girl after Naomi. What's her name?
I never watched it. Like I never went back.
Oh,
Yeah. So I need to do that.
okay. I also have a random. I'm sorry, because we went to Carlton for our soccer game on Monday, and I'm sorry, but Carlton is literally unrecognizable to me now. And I don't know if you can really tell it because you didn't go there, so you haven't been there as much. But I'm like, where am I? What university is this? They've pumped so many buildings into the open spaces that used to exist that I'm like, it's like a concrete jungle. And I used to go to Carleton and think, I love this university because it's like its own little village and there's like greenery, and now it's just like
it's too
concrete.
Crowded. And I find too, like the streets are so narrow and there's so much traffic, and they have like all these weird roundabouts.
Yes.
And even Farza got lost last night when we went to our soccer game because he's like, where am I? Like, what is going on? There's used to be so much construction, and now it's like a whole new campus.
It's so weird, and I don't like it.
I don't
miss
like
old
it.
Carleton.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to us because we won our soccer game last night.
I'm so happy. Yeah. Soccer's fun, man. I'm glad we got into that. Guys, if you're like thinking about starting like a co-ed sport, like a rec sport, I highly recommend it. I've never played sports growing up. Randomly got into this and I'm like loving it.
I love it. I was going to say something and I completely forgot.
Soccer is the best.
Oh, I was going to say, how much better is it though when we win?
Oh my God, yeah. Yes.
Matt and I were like, woo, on the way home, like, fuck yeah, like, we're so great. When we like lose, we're kind of like, man, I guess that was fun, but like,
yeah.
Yeah, and we played against a team that beat us last time, so that was an even sweeter win.
Yes. I love it.
So good.
So good. Okay, I don't know if you saw on Instagram, but Flipside is officially leaving. So it was introduced. Clearly nobody used it, and now they're getting rid of it.
Entered the chat and then quickly exited. I never used it. I was like afraid I accidentally used it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
again, there's just too many platforms. I barely have time to post on my own Instagram, let alone a Finsta. And then there's Threads, and then there's TikTok, and then there's this, and there's that. There's too many things.
Too many things. I'm glad it's gone. And I'm sure it won't be that long before they try to do something else that's not gonna hit and it's gonna flop.
Well, did you see now you can like ask Meta anything? It's like a assisted AI.
Instagram is all, it's so different now. There's so many little things that I've noticed where I'm like, what the frick is this?
I tried to use it. It didn't really work. I was just like, hey, I was looking for Vegas promoters, and I'm like, find me some Vegas promoter Instagram profiles. Like that's
that's easy.
That's an AI assisted tool on Instagram. I feel like that's an easy thing to ask. It was like, well, I can't find specific people. I'm like, then why? How is this any different than like ChatGPT? I'm confused. So if anyone understands this stuff, like let us know, because I tried to use it and I was like, I thought this would be an integrated AI within Instagram where I can ask it to do things for me on Instagram.
But it's not.
It didn't work. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
Better luck next time, Meta.
Bye.
Let's talk about Alex Cooper's wedding. So she finally announced recently that she got married at the beginning of April in Mexico. And I really like how she was posting photos like over a couple of days that kind of took you through the 4-day weekend. That was
like
kind
from
of like
start to finish.
Yes. Okay. I'm just going to ask you first. What did you think of her dress?
Her main
wedding dress.
Okay. Her main wedding dress. I will say didn't picture her in like a princessy style dress.
Yes.
Just because I don't feel like that's her personality. I mean, she looks stunning. It wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
I think she looked beautiful, but it just wasn't like, I wasn't like, oh my God, like dying over it. I was kind of like, okay, it's nice.
Yeah. I thought she looked great. However, I'm like, with all of like the resources at your fingertips, I was just kind of surprised that that was what she went with.
Do you think that they have like maybe she got approached by a designer who was like, let me design this dress, and then she doesn't really know fashion that much and kind of just went with the flow of what this person said? Like, maybe. I wonder.
All her other looks I loved, so I don't know. I just found it was kind of vanilla.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I loved her other looks more than her main look. Like
all her other looks.
She had so many other looks that I was like, oh my God, I love this. I love this. But then her main wedding dress, I'm like, I don't know. There was just nothing. There's nothing like for me that was like, whoa.
Popped out.
Yeah.
I do really like though how she went really minimal with hair and makeup. I feel like I've been stressing so much because I'm not getting my makeup done in Italy, and either like I'm going to do it or like some of you guys are going to help me. But I honestly, this kind of inspired me. I'm like, I can probably just fucking do it. And I don't think I need like a lot of makeup. Like she literally looked like she wasn't even wearing mascara. I swear to God. Like she was just went like super natural, and it looked so good. And it just was kind of like reassured me like, okay, I don't need to like go all out with that stuff.
You
like,
also have to remember too is like, you want to feel like yourself on your wedding day. You don't want to look like
another
Barbie
person.
or another person.
Yeah.
B, you're going to be in a hot destination.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she was in Mexico.
Less is more.
You're going to be in Italy. You don't want to overcake it because it will melt and it will look scary.
Yeah, it's
Do you
so
know what
true.
I mean?
And then even like with mascara, like I need to make sure it's not like
Just a
touching
really
the top.
good
like,
waterproof
good waterproof mascara.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Great setting spray. Lock it all in there.
Yeah.
What else? I love that Jimmy Choo were all of her shoes. Like she was sponsored by Jimmy. They're best friends, clearly.
Yeah. Her dogs were there wearing these little tuxedos. So cute.
That really like it was so sweet, but it made me so sad that Stark's not going to be at our wedding. But I was also thinking, bro, it's so hot. Like we were in Mexico in April before and it's so hot. And the dogs are like running down the aisle and like even going for a walk in the morning. I'm like, damn, these.
Think of the logistics though. Like
They
I'm
must
thinking
be in AC all the
even if
time.
my wedding was here, I don't think I would bring my dog because who's gonna look after this dog after like okay, it has
You'd have
its
to hire
moment.
someone, yeah.
It has its moment. It walks down the aisle. Let's hope to God that it actually does a good job and doesn't just like run
Does
to
it
the other
pee
side.
all the way down the aisle?
Yeah, and then it does its job, and then it's kind of like okay, now take my dog, and then who's looking after this dog? Like it's just
Yeah, they definitely have dog.
the
watchers.
logistics for me. I was like, love you, Nova, but like it would be too complicated. I just feel like it would take away from your day and you'd be stressed being like, is my dog okay? Like, did my dog get fed or was my dog has water? It's so hot outside.
A lot of admin.
The
hot thing would have stressed me out.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they too hot? Like even in the summertime, I'm like, is Stark too hot? Like we need more AC pumping in here.
100%.
I got a little bit stressed though when I read the post about their wedding morning and like they woke up together and laid in bed until noon,
Which is insane to me.
which is very much her personality, I guess. But I was like, wait, so was everyone literally just on standby? Like your family, your friends, like hair and makeup, just being like, they're just gonna wait till you guys wake up until you're ready, like no set time. Like
Noon is crazy. I was like ready by noon.
I got you sent me your
That's like- I
itinerary.
was
You
like-
guys were up at the Andas at like 7 a.m.
Yeah. I think we started makeup at 7.
Yeah.
Like, but that's because we had to get
stagger.
It was staggered and we wanted to get photos before and stuff. But
Yeah.
I guess maybe because she didn't have like bridesmaids.
Did she not have did she mention that?
I don't think she had bridesmaids. She just had like her friends there, but she didn't have like bridesmaids. And they like clearly they didn't get their makeup and hair done. Like it kind of just looked like they did it themselves. Maybe I don't know. Didn't look like she got her makeup done. Looked like she barely had makeup on. So I'm like, she just rolled out of bed and was like, ready,
let's go.
like let's go.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, waking up at noon on your wedding day is like I couldn't even sleep. I was up. I was like, let's go. Like you're so
Ready.
excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the night before, like we didn't sleep together. It was kind of nice not seeing each other the whole day, and then kind of like getting
kind
giddy.
of the build up a little bit.
Yeah.
I will say I did like how they like didn't stick to many traditions and they just kind of went with whatever they wanted. Like I respected that a lot. Like she's like, we didn't do a first dance because I have 2 left feet and this and that. So I was like, I do like that she was just doing it for them. You know, it wasn't for anyone else, didn't follow any of these traditions and they just made it their own thing, which I thought was really cool.
I think you just, going back to, and you guys will listen, we recorded a whole episode on weddings. That's going to come later this summer. But I think you just have to make your wedding day whatever you want it to be and not just stick to like a template of what everybody else does. Like the part that she said that instead of walking down the aisle, they had the doors open and her just facing everybody, which I thought that's so cute.
That is really cool.
Instead of like walking down the aisle, she just is like facing everyone when they open the doors, which I thought that's really cool. And if you're like, you have cultural things that you want to like mix into it, like I just feel like it's, weddings nowadays, it's like you can do whatever you want.
Just make it your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found that very inspiring. I was like,
Yes.
okay, wait, what do I not want to do and what do I want to do? Like what should we switch up now?
Exactly.
Yeah. Overall, it looked stunning. I wonder how much it cost. Who knows?
Well, I mean, they had a whole feature in Vogue, weddings. So I feel like they probably got paid
for the wedding.
they probably got paid a bit. That's usually how it works. Like they'll be like, if we can release your photos first, then we'll give you a lump sum.
I'm excited to hear about it on the pod because I'm sure she'll talk about it. I'm sure there'll be a
100%.
wedding episode and I'm excited to hear like the BTS kind of thing. But all of the posts that she wrote, like also it just reminded me that she is a very good writer as well. Like I love the way that she wrote all of her posts. They're really well done. And I'm sure her vows were like insane.
I know. I really want to see like if they made a wedding video, if they're going to like release any of it.
That
That would be so
insane.
cool.
Oh, weddings.
Oh, weddings. Speaking of weddings and like going on trips and stuff, we have Italy coming up. And I don't even know if this is just being random or like, I'm sorry, but when the outfits for the trip start costing more than the trip.
Oh boy.
Because I just feel like every 5 seconds I have a package getting delivered.
So it's not just me?
Yeah.
No, Matt, it's not just me.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not.
European summer is costing an arm and a leg. And I'm like, what am I missing? And then I keep being like, how am I going to fit all of this in a backpack and a carry-on?
I know. I need to assess what I have because I bought some stuff a while ago and then I like put it downstairs with my summer clothes. And then I've recently bought some more stuff and I'm kind of like,
what do I have?
Shit, I need to see what I have because I made this mistake and I bought something that is so similar to something that I already bought. And that's when I need to take a step back. And I was like, okay, if I'm not even remembering like the things that I'm buying and I'm buying almost duplicates, but from different stores, I'm like, we got to take a step back. We got to lay our shit out, reassess, got to return one of those and then buy something else.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I got some really cute stuff for Vegas. I'm getting so excited, like cute little accessories to go with the themes of what you guys are wearing. And
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Even though it's going to cost a lot of money, it's going to be worth it. And we'll reuse this stuff.
Yes.
We'll reuse all this stuff. Or I'm going to sell. If any brides are listening and you want some nice white dresses after I get married, have at it.
Yeah.
Sell it to you a real good price.
Yeah, 100%. You can sell, like I did that too. I like sold all my, because I'm like, why do I need 15 white dresses? Like I don't need all this stuff. It's a lot. Like someone have a white party, please.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, so funny.
Okay, I saw this fact that I thought was really cute and I didn't get it from TikTok. I got it from Instagram, but it was from like a psychologist like doing one of these interviews. It was this really cute old man. And he was saying like studies show that men that would kiss their wives before they left for work would live on average 6 years longer than men that didn't kiss their wives before they left.
Whoa.
So if you know how they say like, oh, a 7-second hug like helps release like endorphins and like de-stresses you. The same can be said for a 6-second kiss.
Whoa.
So if you want to kiss for 6 seconds,
that's a long time.
That's a long time. That's an intimate, right? It just
that's
like
a makeout.
That's a little cheeky makeout for sure. But if you want to live longer, start kissing your partner.
Start kissing.
Right?
Or your dog.
Yeah, or your dog. Yeah. Or your hand. Did you ever like practice when you were a kid?
You're just like, oh, that is so cute. I love that.
Isn't that really cute?
I love that so much.
Like Matt and I always make sure to like say goodbye, kiss goodbye. I mean, it's usually not 6 seconds, but like maybe we're going to start doing that. But you just, I don't know. It's so kind of like dark to say, but you just never also know. Yeah. So I would never want something to happen where one of us would leave the house and we didn't kiss goodbye, because imagine how you would feel if you didn't kiss goodbye and like you didn't know that was the last time you would see that person, which I know is so dark, but like that's just life and that can happen.
100%.
So
well, it's the same thing about like, don't go to bed angry. Don't go like, say you love them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just like every moment you just have to like appreciate it.
Just a gentle reminder.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. I saw like a fact the other day too, and it was saying how couples that have similar drinking habits, whether that be like they both like to drink a lot or like they don't drink, like couples that are similar in the style that they drink last longer than couples that are different.
That would make sense, because I feel like if you're drinking less, you're probably judging the other person.
Exactly.
Being like why the fuck are you drinking so much?
If one person is an excessive drinker and the other one's not, then like they're gonna get annoyed.
Yeah.
But if you're both kind of like the similar style, like let's say you both drink a lot and then you both stop drinking a lot. Yes. Like if you kind of ebb and flow at this like similar speeds, then I feel like you're more likely to stay together. And then another fact was saying that
God, all these facts,
fun facts.
Dish them out.
Couples that spend less on their wedding, which I feel like is common knowledge, people who spend less on their wedding are more likely to not get a divorce than people who spend like an excessive amount on their wedding.
Oh, because it's kind of like just a materialistic. It was kind of more for just show.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Whereas like you don't need a lot of money to be happy, kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it was like, I think it was like anything over, I think it was like 30,000 or something like that, which doesn't seem like a lot.
That's not a lot of money.
It's nothing. But it was just like everything. I think it was like above, there was like a threshold where it was like, if you spend more than this, then like the risk of divorce just like skyrockets. Wow. Because Like you probably are going to be stressed after spending all this money on this wedding.
Because you're going to be broke from your wedding.
Yeah, it puts a lot of financial stress on the couple. And it's also just kind of like, who are you trying to prove? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, if you guys are happy, then you would literally get married tomorrow at the courthouse.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I mean? You don't need to like put on this like show.
Whole facade.
Yeah.
That is very, very true.
Crazy.
We've been just all these fun facts.
Facts. We love fun facts.
I've been recently having an itch that like I want to get like something pierced.
Whoa.
Yeah. I used to have a lot of ear piercings actually. I had like my tragus, my helix. I used to have my industrial, which is like literally a bar through your ear.
And you took all of them out though?
I had a surgery when I was in Korea and I had to remove all of them. And then it was just really hard to get them back in because I had to go to a piercing store to get some of them put back in. And there's just not a lot of piercing and tattoo stores where I lived. So like some of them just came out. The bar, I just like found sleeping on it was really annoying. So I just took the bar out on my own. But all the other little ones, I needed like a special, like someone to help do it. Anyway, so I was kind of like looking up like what things I wanted to get done again. And I found this is really cool because I know you get migraines, so it made me think of you or anyone else that maybe struggles with headaches and migraines. But there are 2 spots that you can pierce that are supposed to help with migraines.
Whoa.
So, which I used to have one of them, which is your tragus, which is like this part right here on your ear. And then also something that's called your daith, which is like this part, like in between.
Oh, like where the cartilage is right there?
Yeah, so kind of above your tragus, like in there. So if you were to get those 2 spots pierced, could potentially help with headaches and migraines. And I just thought that was kind of cool.
Wow, that is cool. I was just noticed, you have like the second piercing too. That's so cute.
I used to have 3.
Wow.
And then that one closed. I know, I'm just itching to like put holes in my body.
Oh my God. I literally got these done when I was like a bebe.
I was a bebe. Second one, I think I was in grade like 4.
Does it hurt? Like what does it feel
like?
No.
I've pierced my own ear before. Like I pierced my helix myself when I was like 12. Yeah.
With like an ice and then just like
ice and an apple and a needle. I tried to pierce my own belly button. I was crazy. I was unhinged. Remember like when we were like, what would you say to your younger self? And I'd be like, slow up, chill out, girl. Because I'm piercing my belly button. And then I went, did I ever tell you the story about how I got my belly button pierced? Oh my gosh, guys. This is a naughty story. So I was 14 and people I were hanging out with, like, we're getting piercings and this and that. I'm trying to pierce it myself. Like, it's not working because it fucking hurts. And I don't know if you ever saw the movie 13. It might be a little bit too old for you, but this girl like pierces her own belly button and it like inspired me to like pierce my own. Didn't work. So back then, if you wanted to get a piercing done and you were under 16,
you have to get like
you had to get written permission. So I like forged it, went and got my belly pierced. But that what they do is they call your parent to ask you questions about you that only like your mom or dad would know. So my friend knew this guy where we paid him like $20. I wrote down like a bunch of questions and answers about myself. They called this random guy pretending to be my dad who was probably like 18 years old.
Oh my God.
And like was asking questions about me and he answered. Thank God there were questions that were on my paper for him that I wrote with
like
my
date of birth, like where she's
or like
born,
what hospital was she born, or like
yeah.
just like all these little things. Anyway, passed, got my belly button pierced. A month later, my parents find it and it immediately made me take it out. I kept going to the store and buying them, putting them back in. I would get caught like once a week, just take it out. I'm so lucky my navel didn't fall off. I never got an infection, but I was like determined to get my belly pierced.
Oh my God, that is the funniest. They're like, hi, Natasha's here to get her belly button. The guy's like, yeah, Natasha. Like,
yeah, it's like this like child calling. Like, yeah.
Oh my God. Imagine working at those piercing stores. They probably have like crazy stories of people getting like tattoos and like all this stuff. Can you get a tattoo if you're not 18? Probably. It's probably like the similar.
I have no idea what the rules are these days. I was 18 when I got a tattoo. Oh no, I was 18. So never mind.
Yeah. I was 18.
Never mind.
Hi, I was 18.
Yeah, that's my rebel story.
Oh my God.
I got a lot of those. You got facts and I got crazy ass stories.
You're like, I used to be a devil and that is so funny. Oh my God. No, I have like no piercings. I have no tattoos. I'm like,
are we gonna get it?
And it's funny because my parents weren't even like, you can't get them. I was just kind of like, I'm scared, and never just did it. And like my mom has tattoos and she was like, do you want a tattoo? And I was like, I don't know.
I'm surprised you and your mom don't have like matching tattoos.
Yeah, I know. We literally should get that. At this point, I'm like, I'm only getting a tattoo unless I'm like, I need this. I'm not gonna go get like a random like butterfly.
You're not gonna get a
heart.
tattoo with me in Europe.
What should we get? I'm so easily convinced though, so I'm surprised I honestly don't have one yet. Okay. Oh, you're the one who told me about this, that the Ontario government is like stricting up on their whole cell phone usage and vaping usage in schools.
Come September, all schools in Ontario are banning cell phone use in the classroom, and they're also banning vaping, and they are spending millions of dollars on installing these vape detectors in schools because apparently it's so out of control with the vaping in high school.
So just like going into the airport, like you're gonna have to walk through like a little,
essentially,
beep.
Or they're gonna have probably little like burp, 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 and just like scan your body to see if your vape's in your pocket or in your bra or up your vagina or your butthole. It depends how addicted you are.
That's crazy.
But I was reading this stat too. It's like something like 40% of like teenagers have like vaped in the last like 30 days.
Honestly, I'm so happy that vaping wasn't a thing when we were in school because it's the flavors that they give these vapes are
like
so
cigarettes are disgusting.
Cigarettes are disgusting.
But a cherry melon sugar blast vape, like
like
okay.
It tastes like candy. Sure. Like, yeah, of course the kids are going to get addicted to this stuff.
And your brain's just not developed yet. So you just don't like think like far ahead, like, or you don't like understand like how easy it is to get addicted. You just think, oh, this is good, I'll try it. And then
there's a new vape store like every block now. Like I'm literally, every time
Super
I drive.
Vapes, Mr. Vape,
Vape
King
Canada,
Vapes, Vape Canada.
Yeah. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly happy about the vape thing. This cell phone thing, I'm like, how are they going to enforce that? And like, so no cell phones at all? Because what if
in the classroom?
In the classroom. Okay.
Yeah, which is fair. Why the fuck are you on your phone in classroom?
Yes.
Like we had phones in high school, but like we didn't have Instagram, TikTok. Like we weren't group chatting, Bluetoothing photos. Like it was literally like I'd snake on my phone and like fucking the ball game.
The ball game.
Cherry ball, bomb, whatever it was. Like it's just it's a mini computer. It's literally a tiny computer that can look up, do anything.
And now with like
it doesn't need to be
ChatGPT,
in the classroom.
It's like the way you can cheat now if you have your phone with you is like,
and also I just think like bullying is out of control.
Yes.
Even in elementary school, like. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like even like the Snapchat groups, like it's a real problem. I can't even imagine what it's like in high school. And
makes me really sad actually. And the fact too is like that anyone can take like a video of someone during class and post it on TikTok.
That's just it too, which is like strictly prohibited. Like you cannot be doing that. The amount of phones I've had to like take away from kids outside. Like if I see a phone, I'm like, bye, it's gone. No, that's mine now.
It's almost like, if once we have kids, we're going to have to be like, here's a flip phone.
Yeah.
You're not getting an iPhone.
I know. I think Tracy and Richard have old ones. I'll be like, I'm just going to take that for your grandchild and they're going to have a flip phone and that's it.
You're not getting an iPhone until you're like 18. Thank you. No. Scary. It's freaking scary. Speaking of things that are scary, Logan Paul's prime drink, like the hydration beverage.
No.
I don't know if it was the hydration beverage or the energy drink or both. We've already talked about on the previous episode that the hydration beverage is not hydrating. Yeah. It's actually anti-hydrating because of like the potassium that's in it. Now it turns out there's also forever chemicals.
Oh, our favorite thing now, forever chemicals.
Forever chemicals within the drink, and there's like a class action lawsuit against him.
You're kidding.
Yep. And he went on his Instagram and he's like, this is bogus. Like the amount of forever chemicals is like not even like hitting the threshold of like that's even to worry about. Blah,
so
blah,
there
blah,
are,
blah. But I think there are these PFCAs, whatever, in like almost everything.
Yeah. It's just the quantity of it.
It's just the quantity of it. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of scary.
Well, obviously, it must be a significant amount if they're even pursuing a class action lawsuit.
Yeah. Crazy.
Debbie. I mean, I feel like he has enough money. He's just going to settle that to the side real quick. Like, okay, what do you guys want? Okay.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Yeah.
Prime 2 released. Let's
literally.
Go.
Crazy. But yeah.
Okay, let's end with a quick little health and well, because I came across this account on Instagram that's really cool. It's called Home with Rue, and it's this girl that lives in a flat in the UK, and it's like a cleaning kind of like not cleaning. ASMR, but just like a cleaning account. But she like does these reels. It's like really like soothing, satisfying to watch, and she like does voiceovers, and they're super fun. And she does this thing once a week. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do it soon. She literally sets a timer on her phone or on your little tablet in your kitchen, whatever, for 60 minutes, puts her phone away and just power cleans like 60 minutes straight. And she's like, you would be surprised at how much you'd get done if you just clean straight for 1 hour, do all those tiny little things that you don't really want to do, get them all done, because you're not looking at your phone, you're not like talking to anyone, you're just like focusing on what you need to do for 1 hour. And she's like, I like challenge myself every week to see like how much more I can get done.
Honestly, that's such a helpful tip. And I feel like I kind of do that in my own way, like not exactly that. But what I sometimes do is I'll just put on an episode of whatever Real Housewives or whatever Bravo show on my tablet, and I'll just have it play. And I put away my phone, and like my watch is always on Do Not Disturb. And I'll just like clean for that episode until the episode's done.
That's literally an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah.
Boom.
And you don't like watch it, you just are like listening.
I'll just like listen, or like sometimes I'll watch it if I'm like washing the dishes or washing the sink or whatever, but I'll just like have it play in the background, and it's just nice to like just like I love cleaning and watching reality TV.
Honestly,
it's like my favorite thing.
That and yeah, like baking and just like something, just because on our TV too, like because we have an open concept in our house, it's like our kitchen and our living room, and like our TV's like on one side, but I can like move the TV to like face the kitchen. Yes. So then it's just like I have this big ass tablet like across from me, and it's like, it's so nice.
Yeah,
that.
But I find with like cleaning too, if you do a little bit each day or a little bit each week, then it's not like this big burden of like. The only thing I find hard is like the bathrooms. 3 bathrooms.
Guys,
I'm like, I'm dying.
Do your bathroom and you think, let's get a glass shower. Like the wall is a shower. Yes, it's beautiful. It's stunning. But it's so hard to like maintain and clean. I feel like it always looks dirty because just the bubbles, like everything is inside. Like I bought like the squeegee, like whatever. But I just feel like come like the hour where the sun like hits the glass in the bathroom, I get so angry because it just looks dirty.
I know. Like, it's probably the hardest. Like I like cleaning the kitchen, all that stuff is fine. Yeah. The bathroom is just one thing where I'm like, I always like put it off, and then I'm like, I need to like remove everything from the shower and scrub it down, and it just takes
Get in there.
Like,
yeah, it's a whole thing.
But
well, that power hour of our episode.
You should listen to this episode and clean your
house. Yes,
clean
you
should.
You should. You're welcome for that little habit, everybody. Hope you guys are having a solid Saturday, and I can't wait to see you next week. We have a fun little episode coming out. Stay tuned.
Yeah, can't wait. Okay, love you guys.
Bye.